Thank you, Leo. And again, welcome everybody to our Wednesday webinar. As you know, we have webinars every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. At the end of the webinar, we'll do a Q&A, so you can write your questions in the chat box, and we'll answer all questions at the very end of the webinar, and then we'll have a question. We'll give away $100 on a gift card. We'll have one question. The first agent that answered the question correctly will win the prize. The question will be written in the chat box. So Vanessa Reguera is a sales manager at Afro Asian. She's based in Egypt, in Cairo. And thank you, Vanessa, for staying up late to do the webinar today. So please go ahead.
Thank you, Cesar, for your introduction. I'm very happy of being here with all of you. And I want to thank you to everybody for attending this webinar. It's our second Afro Asian webinar. So today we want to go through different topics about Egypt. So let's start with the presentation. Okay, I hope you can see it, right?
Yeah, perfect. And it's full screen, okay. So yeah, excellent.
Perfect. So as you know, Afro Asian travel is based in Giza, which is just a few kilometers from Cairo, but actually we are very close to the pyramids. And today we want to start talking about security in Egypt, because we are aware that Middle East has some conflicts right now, and we are surrounded by these countries, but Egypt continues to be a safe destination. In the first half of the year, Egypt has received 8.7 million of tourists. That supposes a 24% increase comparing with 2024, 24% increase. And the country is aiming to reach 18 million tourists by the end of 2025. So we are saying this because it's important to see that Egypt is fully open. The airspace is open. We are receiving flights. We are receiving tourists every day. Egypt's borders are secure, and every tourist destination is operating normally. So all the visitors are welcome to come to Egypt, and they will be really very safe. But we understand clients' concerns. So in addition to monitoring official channels, working closely with embassies and authorities, we also maintain direct and trust relations with our suppliers, hotels, cruises, etc. So in case of any situation, we offer personalized solutions for its clients. We try to soften cancellation policies. Very often, in case of emergencies, we secure travel credits. And also, we have the option to reschedule the trip if they don't feel safe to come to Egypt. So we are trying to do everything as possible to make the people or the clients feel that we are on their side. We don't want, of course, someone to come to Egypt if they don't feel safe. But as I said at the beginning, Egypt is still a safe destination. Also, we want to say that every touristic place, it has a police presence, and there is actually a tourist police force, especially trained to assist the visitors and also to maintain the security in the touristic areas. But it's also safe to walk at night. In Cairo, for example, you can walk at midnight, past midnight, and I can assure it's a very safe country, Egypt. So now let's start with, well, this is about the safety. We also have 24/7 guest support. Our team is always dedicated of course, to attend our clients. And now we want to talk about some, let's say, exclusive experience that you can offer to your clients to add an extra to their programs, to their itineraries. Actually, Egypt has tons of exclusive experience and activities. For example, as you know, the pyramids is one of the most famous landmarks in the world. So therefore, is mostly crowded every time. Every single person who traveled to Egypt will go to visit the pyramids. But for those VIP clients or even groups or incentives, you have the option to book a private visit to the pyramids. It's going to be always in the early morning or after the public hours. So imagine to stand in front of the pyramids by yourself, away of the crowds, enjoying these mysterious monuments that till today they are hiding a lot of secrets. So it's a big opportunity for those clients who wants to enjoy it in private. Inside the pyramid complex, well, I want to show you part of the pyramid complex. You can see here some tourists riding on camels. Inside the pyramid complex, you can also visit the Sphinx. Of course, this is one of the most wonderful monuments in Egypt. It's a big statue. It has the head of the pharaoh and the body of a lion. When you enter to visit the Sphinx in the normal visit, you will not have access to the area that you can see here. You can see people on the left and on the right. This area is only exclusive if you book a private visit. This private visit can be booked before the opening hours, before the public hours, or even during the normal public hours, as no one has access unless they book a private visit. In this case, you can walk around the Sphinx, you can see closely every detail of the Sphinx and taking unique pictures. Normally, this visit will take around 1 hour. And if you want to make it even more special, you can even book the visit with the company of Zahi Hawass. I don't know if you know him. He's probably the most famous Egyptologist in the world. He's Egyptian. He served as Egypt's Minister of Antiquities in the past, but now he's very famous for his discoveries in Giza, Saqqara, and the Valley of the Kings. He's very charismatic, and he appears like in 95% of the documentaries about Egypt. So probably you've seen him at some point. And he's often called the Egyptian Indiana Jones. And he can tell you a lot of fascinating stories about the Sphinx. Actually, we have here a picture. This area is where you can observe the Sphinx in the normal visit. So as you see, you don't have access to the Sphinx itself. And the person that you see with the hat, this is Dr. Zahi Hawass. Okay, there is another exclusive experience that you can book for your clients, which is a private dinner at the pyramids. It's gonna be after the public hours. And as you can see, there is like a very Arabic setup with the pyramids and the Sphinx on your backdrop. Normally these dinners, it's not only a dinner, it's a full experience. You can also include live entertainment, lighting. As you can see, this is the dinner at night, and the pyramid is illuminated, or something like that. As that was a big event, you can also include screens. This is normally more for groups, but if you have a VIP family, for instance, you can also organize a nice dinner like that. This is like a true memorable experience, for example. Now let's go to another experience for VIP clients or photographers. This is the possibility of observing the pyramids, the desert, and Cairo from above. You can ride on a helicopter. Normally, they will take off in the early morning because there will be a better light. And the ride will take around 30 or 45 minutes. And the view from above is really, really amazing. It's something that is really worth it. Here you can see like the helicopter just lands beside the pyramids. And these kind of helicopters can take up to 6 guests. Here you can see a family of 3 taking pictures in front of the helicopter. Okay, we're talking about exclusive dinners, like the pyramids. There are also the possibility to organize this kind of events in temples, in Luxor, for example, or in some palace in Cairo. The palace there, normally they belong to the royalty in Egypt. And I want to show you some of the pictures. This one, for example, is a setup in front of the temple of Luxor. These kind of dinners are special not only because you will have the view of the beautiful and ancient temples of Luxor, you can also include a pharaonic show. And I'm so sorry I don't have pictures about the pharaonic show, but it's like a few actors. They dress up as pharaohs or other characters from the ancient Egypt, and they perform like a dramatic show, a dramatic performance. It's like taking you back to the ancient Egypt. It's very interesting. And also in these kind of dinners, you can include a screen if you wanna play a video. You can include live music, like some musicians playing violin or a harp, for example. And actually, we have a family, it's a family of 17, and they just confirmed this event for December. So it's not only for groups, it's also for families or friends who travel together. The next picture I want to show you is also for the same temple. You see here some people enjoying the dinner, dancing. And this is a setup in one of the Cairo palace. This is Abdim Palace. In the past, it was the official residence of the Egyptian president. And now let's go to the Grand Egyptian Museum. I think you know the Grand Egyptian Museum is the biggest museum, the biggest archaeological museum in the world, dedicated to only one civilization. And for now, it's partially open. It's going to be fully inaugurated by the end of this year. But now you can visit the big hall where you can see this statue belonging to Ramses II. And then some rooms, they have many artifacts about different periods of Egyptian history. You can also have a private access to the museum before or after hours. And if you want to make it even more special, you can also book it with the company of Zahi Hawass, the person we mentioned before for the private visit to the Sphinx. He can give you a VIP lecture. Even you can include also a gourmet dinner catered by one of the best hotels in Cairo, can be the Four Seasons or any other luxury hotel. And these kind of events are very demanded as well. This is one of the statues inside the Grand Egyptian Museum. It's truly amazing to visit this museum. And now let's move to Dahabeya. In our first webinar, we talk about the different types of cruise ships on the Nile. We have the big ones with 30 cabins plus maybe 20 suites, and we have also the Dahabeya. The Dahabeya is like a more traditional boat. They usually have from 6 to 10 cabins, so it's like a smaller boat. Is no sailing, is sailing without an engine. So how is sailing? Is sailing pulled by another boat. So that means the sailing is really very calm and quiet. And usually these kind of cruises, they have some difference with the standard itinerary. They usually stop, for example, in some islands in the middle of the Nile. And in these islands, for example, they set up, this is an example of one of the Dahabeya. As you can see, it's a very small cruise. And in one of these islands, for example, they prepare this setup with 200 candles around the table, and your clients will be alone in this island because they are small islands, and they just normally they use it for this kind of special dinners. All the clients love this kind of experience. Yeah, I have here another picture. It's about the same dinner on one of these islands. Sometimes also they prepare a setup in the morning for the clients to enjoy the beach with a snack before sailing to the next destination. And now another special experience for these clients who are more adventurous. We have like a Bedouin-style dinner. These kind of dinners can be, of course, prepared in the desert or also by the shores of the Red Sea. And your clients will have the opportunity to enjoy the Bedouin hospitality under the stars. They taste a delicious Bedouin food. Also, they will enjoy live entertainment. It's usually Bedouin music, belly dancing, and Egyptian music or tanura. And this kind of dinners also will allow your clients to, as I said, for those who are more adventurous, because especially if they are in the desert. And this is one of the setups for this kind of dinners, but this one is in the desert. And this is Siwa. Siwa is in the desert. Siwa is a very special place, a hidden gem in Egypt. It's located in Egypt's western desert. It takes around 10 hours to reach this destination by car. But for those clients who don't want really to stay all these hours on the road, they can also book a private chartered flight. And this place that you can see now here is Shali Fortress. Is a fortress that it was built in the 13th century. And is all made, as you can see, it had the same color as the sand of the desert because it was made with a mix of salt, mud, and clay. So it was like the heart of the C1 community, in that time. And also it helped for protection from invaders and also from the harsh desert environment. Okay, so also is a place, actually it's a perfect place to relax. It's a perfect place to relax. It has also the Cleopatra Spring. This place, it is supposed to refresh our Queen Cleopatra at that time. They also have the Bedouin dinner in Siwa. This is the setup at night. We also, well, it's a very famous place for the salty lakes. As you can see in the picture on the left, there is a person floating in one of these lakes. And this water is supposed to have healing properties. It's often compared also with the Dead Sea. And it's very fun to swim in there. Also, you can practice the sunboarding in the desert. Actually, this one is the White Desert, which is located also in Egypt's West Desert. And we have here a safari in a 4x4 in the desert. It's also very fun because you just ride between the dunes. And also you can visit in Siwa you can have some spa treatments because there is also like some hot springs with a lot of minerals, so it's really healthy for your body and for your mind, for your mind, sorry, especially. To do this program in Siwa, we recommend always minimum a stay of 3 nights at the desert because, as I mentioned before, it takes 10 hours to reach Siwa and another 8 hours in the return. So at least 3 nights, it will be perfect, and you can enjoy the natural landscapes in Siwa and also the rich history, the amazing cultural heritage, and these adventures in the desert. And to conclude, we just want to announce that in 2027, 2nd of August, there will be full solar eclipse in Egypt, especially in Luxor. And there are special itineraries and programs designed to enjoy this natural phenomena. So if anyone or any of your clients are interested in coming to Egypt in that date, you can contact us, and then we will send you a beautiful itinerary where they can enjoy not only the eclipse, also the beautiful land of Egypt. And sorry. And thank you very much for joining us today. And we hope you like it, and we are waiting you and your clients to Egypt. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Vanessa. Great presentation. If you guys, have any requests for Egypt, please think of us. We are very happy to work with Afro Asian. It's been a great experience also for us to recommend them to our travel advisors. We have a few questions in the box, not too many, but if you have any others, please go ahead and, Karen Cass, thank you for your comment about what a wonderful destination Egypt is. And also, let me see, what else do we have here?
The first one is
I think I can see some.
Yeah, Shelly also said, it's an amazing destination. Thank you for having this webinar. You're welcome, Shelly. And then
the first question is from Brian Caesar.
Yeah, I was just going through all of the comments because when there are nice comments or not nice, I like to share everything with Vanessa as well. So, Brian says, he has a group of 8 to 10 interested in traveling to Egypt in 2026 when it's too soon to start planning. And
No.
do you recommend a 4-day land and 4-day Nile cruise and 4-day launch approach? What is the recommendation for?
Okay, if he wants to travel in 2026, we have so many requests right now for 2026, so it's not too early to plan. You can contact us. Of course, you have to share with us the dates that you will prefer to travel to Egypt, and we'll be very happy to design a beautiful itinerary for you. And he was asking about the cruise, right?
Well, your recommendation, whether it's a 4-night land, a 4-day land and 4-day cruise, which is always very recommended to do both, right?
Well, I think it's better cruise. It's really amazing to go on a cruise on the Nile because you feel actually like traveling back in time. You can observe the villages, the Egyptian villages, And believe me, like you will feel the time just stop there. So we always recommend like 4 nights cruise, and at least in Cairo, 3 nights, it will be enough, because you will have like 2 days touring in Cairo, or you can extend it even to 3 days touring in Cairo. So if you want to visit Egypt, minimum 3 nights in Cairo, 4 nights in cruise, by cruise, I think.
Wonderful. Emiliano is asking, can the dinner at night in front of the pyramids be reserved for only 2 people, or is a larger group required? And what is the approximate cost per person?
No, it can be, but now it's hard to give you the cost because we need, it's going to depend on the dates, etc. But if you want, we can contact us and we will send you the cost. But it's possible for 2, for 1, or for a group.
Okay.
Because we also need to know the dates, for this.
Okay. What is the name of the site that you have to go by chartered plane?
Siwa.
Siwa is the oasis. Yes, Siwa is the oasis.
Okay, very good. For clients going to Egypt in 2027 Eclipse, what other destinations would you recommend pairing with Luxor, keeping in mind it will be August and hot?
Well, even in summer, during summertime, we receive a lot of clients. I mean, there are, of course, not many like in winter, but there are so many people coming to Egypt. But if you are interested in coming to observe the eclipse, we recommend at least, if you have time, to visit Luxor, Aswan, if possible, and Cairo. Or at least Cairo and Luxor, because in Luxor you have so many monuments. They call it an open-air museum because you have Karnak Temple, Luxor Temple, the Valley of the Kings, the Temple of Hatshepsut. So at least Cairo and Luxor if you can, or the whole itinerary. No Siwa. Siwa for summer, it's really very hard because it's located in the desert. But the rest of the cities, I think you can do it in summer. Also, we have AC in the vehicles, in every hotel. Myself, in summer, sometimes I'm freezing because they really, they set up the AC really cold in Egypt.
Thank you, Vanessa. Jolene says, love my last trip to Egypt in December, such an amazing place. I just received a request for a 2-week trip to Egypt last night. I will plan to email you to loop you in this week. Have another client who is booked on a larger cruise on the Nile in January, and his group is wondering if it is possible to tour most recently discovered tombs. They are hoping for a private tour.
Cesar, there were a couple of questions before that. There's Julian Gorney, somebody that I met in Chicago, actually.
Okay, let's answer this.
Okay.
There is any recent discoveries tombs they can visit, right?
Yeah.
There is one in Saqqara. Well, it's been like 4 years ago. Is the tomb of Waqti. Actually, this visit is in private, so yes, it's possible. There is a documentary, or there was a documentary on Netflix about this tomb. It's really beautiful, and this is one of the options. But there are, if you want to visit any tomb in private, you can do it, but it's a private request. But the most recent you can visit is the Waqti, is white A-H. No, wait. White A-H-T white. Waqti tomb. Or I will just type it here. Better. Waqti tomb in Saqqara.
Okay, so
I think you can
Shari,
see
right?
that.
For clients planning to go to Egypt in 2027 exclusive. Oh, you already answered that.
Yes, yes.
Julianne, what was the name of the fortress in Siwa Desert?
This is Zahi. I just type it here.
Okay.
Shali Fortress.
how long you have been in business in Egypt?
We are since 2016, but every person in this company has years of experience before that in the business. So, yeah.
Is it safe for a woman traveling alone?
Well, I'm a foreigner. I'm living alone in Egypt. I walk alone everywhere. It is safe, but I have just some recommendations. If you travel alone, well, if you travel with a travel agency, it's okay because they are going to take care of you. If you go by your own, I always recommend to don't talk too much with some people who are in the touristic places, and sometimes they approach people trying to sell tours or trying to drag them to the stores. But anyway, yeah, it's safe even for a woman. Just my recommendation is to don't talk with some people who just approach. Or at least I feel safe in Egypt. I'm living here like since 9 years ago. So, but you have to be careful like in any other country. But most of the people, they will be surprised how safe Egypt it is. It's more than people think.
Okay, unless let me see if there is anything else. I don't see anything else, Roberto. Do you?
No, it says
No?
Peter mentioned what a great presentation. I
Yeah.
learned a lot. Yvonne Howley says excellent presentation. I loved my trip to Egypt. Good to know about Siwa.
All right. So whenever everybody's ready, Roberto's gonna put the question on the chat box. First agent that answer the question correctly will win the prize, $100 credit card.
Okay, are you ready for the question? One.
There is another question, by the way. There is Jolene.
Where?
Jolene Bojan.
El Gona is beautiful. I stayed at an amazing property.
No,
You know,
no,
it's,
no.
it's
The
just
Tomb of
No,
King
no, no.
Moses and the 3 new kingdoms tombs. Oh, yes. Tutankhamun's tomb is open for visitors. Normally is not included with the normal entrance, but it's like an extra visit. But it's open for visits. And yes, in the Valley of the Kings, all the tombs belong to the new kingdom kings. So they are normally, not all the tombs are open for visiting, but Tutankhamun is always open.
All right.
okay. Ready for the question? 1, 2, 3.
All right.
Excellent. Excellent. 24%. Excellent.
Julian.
They were
Julian.
listening.
Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for participating. Leo, we have Julian's information. Yes, okay. So Julian will be in touch with you. Thank you again for attending this webinar. We'll have another one next Wednesday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. And you'll get our emails very soon for the next webinar. So thank you very much. Thank you, Vanessa, for a great
Thank you,
presentation.
Cesar. It was a pleasure being here.
Please let us know anything
Thank
need.
you, Vanessa. Thank you,
Bye, guys.
everybody.
Thank you. Have a lovely day.
Bye.